Here we are, guys, back for another one of my look at built models, previously built models. So these are all kits I've built in the past that have not yet been featured on this channel. So today's video is going to, for the most part, wrap up the World War II aircraft I've previously built. I think between all the other previously built model videos, as well as my time-lapse build videos, I've covered pretty much every World War II kit I've ever built, excluding this one. So this will be it. And if you've seen the title page, you know what we're looking at. It is this, a 1/48 scale Tamiya Storch. Fieseler FI, believe it's a 156 Storch, going off memory there. Anyway, so this is the beautiful Tamiya kit. When this came out, it was a revolution in kit design. It had some of the first slide molded parts, and I believe this upper window was the main part, where part of it was molded clear and part of the wing structure was molded in gray plastic. So they fused clear plastic and gray plastic together. Clear plastic tends to be very brittle and doesn't support weight very well, where the gray plastic tends to be a little bit more flexible and can kind of hold that weight, has bounce back, so it's a little more structural sound. And this, they actually used a slide mold process to mix the two together to get a really strong upper structure here, to make it so to hold the support of the wings, but still be open and clear the way this canopy is in real life. And it was a real, as I said, kind of change in the industry when that came out. You see a lot now with slide molded parts and stuff like that, but this was really the first time that was ever successfully done and done on a mainstream kit. Other than that, it's pretty much built out of the box. Other than the skis, I believe these were Quick Boost, or I think it was Quick Boost made these Storch skis, which I went with. I was planning to do this Eastern camo. I also have the Stuka that's done up in this with the whitewash. If you haven't seen that, I will put a link up above to the time-lapse build of that Stuka where you see it done. I have a 109 that's done up in this whitewash. I plan to do the Junkers 52 if I ever get around to it with the amount of shelf space that requires. I plan to do it in the whitewash. I think that's about it. But yeah, so it's this Eastern, Russia front with the whitewash for the winter. And the whitewash tended to come off really easily, so that's where I kind of made it all streaky. This was the first time I'd ever done that process, and it turned out really, really well. So if you haven't built this kit and you're thinking of building it, highly, highly recommend it. It's not a beginner kit. It is very finicky. If you can see underneath here, there's all of these little aileron attach points and struts, and it's a very complicated model to put together and do it right, especially kind of build order. Figuring out what to do first and what to do later to put it all together when it comes to painting and all that other stuff. So it takes a little bit of effort to get it done right, but it looks unbelievable when it's done. So yeah, it's I'm very happy with this. Looks great on the shelf. I'm running out of shelf space. Ideally, I'd like to have at least twice as much shelf space, and then I can really play with mixing and matching planes together, having all the Eastern Front stuff together and all that, stuff. So limited to what I have. I have, it's hard to see on this kit. It's really hard to handle and look around, but the door is open, so you're able to look up inside the cockpit, see the instrument panel, all that kind of stuff. So again, super happy with how this kit ultimately turned out, but you don't get to see much of it the way it's situated on my shelf. So anyways, that is that. It is, as I mentioned, the 1/48 scale Tamiya Storch. Again, highly recommend this kit if you're looking to build the Storch. Don't be afraid. If you have a bit of experience, it goes together easily. If you're a newer build or a newer modeler, a newer builder, take your time or start with something a little less complicated, work your way up to this. But I'm going to wrap it up there. So thank you all for watching. That's my Fieseler Storch.